Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news in a move that could shake up the entire NFC North and certainly make Packers fans sit up and take notice. Rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade involving none other than Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Green Bay. If this deal comes to fruition, it could be one of the most significant defensive upgrades in recent Packers history. Let's break down what this potential trade could mean for the team, the division, and the road to Super Bowl LXI. First, let's talk about Chris Jones himself. At 31, he's a seasoned interior disruptor who's been a force in the league since he entered in 2016. Jones has accumulated an impressive 80 sacks and over 120 tackles for loss throughout his career, establishing himself as one of the premier defensive tackles in the NFL. His ability to generate interior pressure, clog running lanes, and force offenses into difficult third-down situations is second to none. Last season, despite the Chiefs' struggles overall, Jones still posted 11 solo tackles and 4 sacks, with a PFF grade of 91, ranking him among the top 4 defensive tackles in the league. His run-stop win rate of 34% and EPA per stop of plus 0.37 showcase how impactful he's been, especially in critical moments. What makes Jones so valuable isn't just his sack total or his run defense, but his consistency and presence on the field. A true interior beast, he's a player that can command double teams, freeing up other pass rushers like Preston Smith, or even boosting the effectiveness of the Packers' linebackers. His ability to disrupt plays at the line of scrimmage is akin to what Aaron Donald brought to the Rams in his prime, though some might argue Jones is more of a power player compared to Donald's explosive quickness. Still, his impact is undeniable. Now, why would the Chiefs consider trading Jones? Well, the AFC champions are in a bit of a rebuild mode following a tumultuous 2023 season that saw them finish 6-8, a far cry from their Super Bowl run just a few years ago. Sources close to The Athletic suggest Kansas City is looking to reduce their cap hit. Jones's contract, which has been quite hefty, is a concern, especially with the team facing a projected cap over $15 million in 2026. By moving Jones, they could free up around $20 million in cap space for the upcoming season, which they plan to use to develop their young quarterbacks and build a more balanced roster. The trade package being speculated involves a third-round pick in the 2026 draft and a conditional second-round pick, which could escalate based on Jones's performance or team success. From the Packers' perspective, this could be an absolute game-changer, with roughly $94 million in cap space. Green Bay is in a position to make bold moves, and acquiring a player like Jones would instantly upgrade their defensive line. The Packers have been solid on defense, but they've lacked that true game wrecker inside. Jones would add that missing piece, creating a formidable duo with Kenny Clark. Clark, who recorded 6 sacks last season and boasts a PFF grade of 85.3, would be complemented perfectly by Jones's ability to occupy multiple blockers and collapse the pocket from the inside. This pairing could turn Green Bay's defense into one of the league's most disruptive units, especially against the run. Let's paint a picture of what this would mean on the field. Last season, the Packers allowed an average of 110 rushing yards per game, which ranked around 10th in the league, but with Jones in the middle, that number could drop significantly, projected down to around 85 yards per game, an 18–19% reduction in opponent rushing yards. That's a game changer, especially for a team looking to control the clock, limit opponents' possessions, and keep their offense on the field longer. Furthermore, with Jones's ability to generate interior pressures, projections suggest an increase of about 40 interior pressures. Green Bay's pass rush would be much more dangerous. Their total tackles for loss could rise from 60 to around 75, elevating their ability to disrupt plays before they develop. On a strategic level, this defensive upgrade could elevate the Packers' overall efficiency, especially in third-down situations. Last season, Green Bay's defense struggled at times to get off the field, but with Jones's disruption, opponents, EPA per play would decrease, giving the Packers more opportunities to flip the field and sustain drives. Plus, his presence would be a significant factor in the playoffs. In recent years, the team has lacked that interior presence that can flip the momentum during critical moments, and Jones's playoff experience. He's accumulated 5 sacks in the postseason, could be pivotal in high-stakes games. Now, considering the NFC North, this move could send a ripple effect through the division. The Vikings have been trying to rebuild their defense, and the Lions are still looking for that extra push to become true contenders. The Bears, meanwhile, are trying to develop their young offense and defense, but if Green Bay manages to add a player like Jones, it shifts the power dynamic. The division's balance could tilt even more in favor of the Packers, who, with this move, would be able to match or even surpass their rivals' defensive fronts. And let's not forget the Super Bowl implications. Bookmakers have recently shifted the Packers' odds from plus 750 to plus 600 to win Super Bowl LXI, according to Caesars. That might seem like a small change, but in betting terms, it's a significant bump, reflecting increased confidence in their championship chances. Adding Jones would dramatically boost their chances, especially considering how much a dominant interior pass rush can impact playoff outcomes. Think about how players like Aaron Donald or Chris Jones himself have been game changers in the postseason. Imagine that level of disruption applied to Green Bay's defense. The Packers' front could become as feared as the Chiefs or 49ers, creating a nightmare for quarterbacks and a fortress against the run. This hypothetical trade isn't just about one player, though. It's about reimagining what Green Bay's identity can be on defense. They've been steadily building up their secondary with improvements at linebacker, but an elite interior presence could elevate the entire unit. It's about establishing a trench warfare mentality, where the Packers control the line of scrimmage, dictate the pace, and wear down opponents. That's the kind of identity that can lead a team deep into the playoffs and, hopefully, bring home another Lombardi. In conclusion, if this deal goes through, it would mark a new chapter for the Green Bay Packers. It would be a bold statement of intent, signaling that the team is all in for a Super Bowl push. The combination of Kenny Clark and Chris Jones would form one of the most formidable interior defensive duos in the league, capable of disrupting even the best offensive lines in the NFL. It would be a strategic masterstroke, turning the Packers' defense into a true force of nature, mirroring the dominance of teams like the Chiefs with their relentless pass rush. This move has the potential to redefine the Packers' future, elevate them to elite status, and set the stage for a serious championship run, all while leaving division rivals scrambling to keep up. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Chris Jones would be the perfect piece to push the Packers over the top? Or do you believe the cost is too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're on the cusp of a new era, one where bold moves can lead to historic success. Let's keep the spirit alive and continue dreaming about that next Super Bowl victory. Go Pack, go.